Elena, Sheygal, Placzek will be here to teach the Silver Age of Russian culture.
Hello. Today happens to be Russian Orthodox Christmas, so I want to take this chance and wish you happiness, peace, and goodwill. There are a lot of all sorts of ratings published regularly about different countries. So where is Russia? Russia is not very high on economy and living standards rating, but it's pretty high in the cultural heritage, as you probably know. So here at Ali, I deliver a series of talks or courses devoted to treasures of Russian cultural heritage. And this course, I'm offering an insight into an amazing period of Russian cultural history called the Silver Age or Russian Renaissance. The 2 decades at the turn of the 20th century made a tremendous contribution to modernism. You know, in every area of art, Russia was in the forefront with masterpieces that were both daring and beautiful. When Yuri Gagarin, the first man in space, not in Silver Age, in 1961 was orbiting the Earth, the Russian radio sent up the poem of Ecstasy, which became kind of a theme song of this flight. Yeah, surprising. And it's not surprising because this music is all about the flames of the universe. Who was the composer? Alexander Scriabin, one of the greatest innovators of the Silver Age. He invented, actually, the fusion of music and color. In his symphonic poem of Fire, in the score, there is a special party of color. So we are going to watch this music, not only listen to it. Another example of this tendency towards fusion of art, which is generally typical of the Silver Age, is the pioneer of abstract art, Vasily Kandinsky. Did you know that he also created several abstract ballets? Would you like to watch a fragment? Did you know that there is a monument to Russian poet Anna Akhmatova in the city of Taormina in Sicily? We're going to speak, and this city now hosts the International Akhmatova Poetry Prize. We are going to talk about the poetry and the dramatic fate of this more than beautiful woman. And why was she called Anna of all Russians? Well, you are probably familiar with this famous portrait. It's a cubist portrait of Akhmatova in blazing gold and blue. The painter is Nathan Altman, who would be highlighted as one of the notable representatives of Russian avant-garde. So I will devote one of the lectures to Russian avant-garde art, which on the one hand imbibed all the achievements of European modernism, but on the other hand was feeding very intensely and deeply on the tradition of Russian icon and folk art. And then, of course, how can we speak about the Silver Age without mentioning Sergei Diaghilev, that phenomenal impresario to whom we owe the creation of modern ballet? I'm going to speak about the personality of this man, not easy, about his friends and patrons, Coco Chanel among them, intriguing, but most importantly about the stars that Diaghilev either created or managed to involve into his orbit. One of Diaghilev's discoveries was a young composer, Igor Stravinsky, whom Diaghilev catapulted into early fame. And we are going to discuss, among other things, the Russian roots of Stravinsky's music. Generally, one of my favorite quotes about Russian music is that from Richard Taruskin, who has 4 chapters in his book with the following titles about the 4 Russian great composers: Tchaikovsky, the human; Scriabin, the superhuman; Stravinsky, the subhuman; and Shostakovich, the inhuman. So 2 from this list will be in this course, and of course we're going to see why. Getting back to the ballet, would you like to see the archival footage of Vaslav Nijinsky, the genius dancer, or Anna Pavlova, the undying swan of the Russian ballet? And there are many, many more gems in store for you, many video clips of all sorts. Well, hopefully I have got you excited about this topic, and I will be happy to see you in my class. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy holiday.